Utah Jazz fall tonight to the Atlanta Hawks, 102-91. I don't mean this in any disrespect to the Hawks because I think they're a very good team. They showed that tonight. They moved to 15-13 on the road. They've been very good. They may finish in the top 3 in the East, but you had to win tonight. You can't, having lost the previous games, you had to win tonight.
And all along, all season long, I've been thinking that the Jazz were as good as any team in the East. And they're better at Miami and New York and those kind of things, but they should be better than those teams at home. And the Jazz, they've lost a couple probably that they shouldn't have lost or can afford to lose. That's for sure. But tonight, just watching them getting picked apart on the defense on the Jazz defensive end of the floor, I mean, it doesn't look good. And hopefully they can rectify those things and just play a better brand of basketball.
Jazz were missing 2 of their 5 starters, but I'm kind of beyond wanting to, write excuses for them. I do think you're probably being a little unfair if you don't at least put that into your mind thought as you talk about this game, so I throw it out there. But let's talk about Al Horford's play on Al Jefferson. He killed him. He had a career high tonight. One play in particular late in the game killed the Jazz. They ran a high pick and roll, and Al Horford was wide open. I mean, zip code open. Like dial 1 to the closest defender open. Like needing an extra stamp to get to the next guy open. Crazy stuff.
He is not a center anyway that can shoot off the dribble, or one dribble to the left, one dribble to the right. I mean, he has to get his feet together because it's more of a set shot. It's not even a jump shot. So that gives you an idea of how long it takes to get that shot off, and that gives you an idea of how much time he had to get it off. But it was a smart play, first of all, of running the pick and roll without Al Jefferson. Secondly, it's smart of the point guard, the way he was controlling things. Once he was able to turn the corner with the defense trailing behind him, he kept the defender, in this case it was Watson or Burks, on his backside, which means that Al had to stay home. I mean, he had to keep the point guard from getting to the basket, so he had to stay with this guy just a little longer. So what he would do, he would set it up, he would turn and give the basketball to Horford, but he would also screen Al Jefferson at the same time. So that meant that he had a very good look at the basket.
And you couldn't bring a third guy over because it's Korver over there or someone of that sort?
When they did that, that meant that they had the three-point shot in the corner. So
good execution. All right, let me back up because I'm trying to figure this out. The key to the whole thing is Teague turning the corner.
Exactly.
So how should have that been stopped?
Would have been nice if they could stretch it out longer. The key is with Teague and how sharply he's able to turn the corner, which means our point guards need to fight to try to stay between the screener and the basketball, and being able to stretch it out a little bit longer, or Al needs to kind of stretch it out just a little bit, but when he does that, they still was able to get the shot. So it all starts with that pick and roll in the middle of the floor with the guard turning the corner. So we must do a better job of taking care of that.
I'm not sure I have a final box, so if you have one, let me know. Tonight is the first night all year Derek Favors has played over 30 minutes. He played 38 tonight. He finished with 17 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. It's a very impressive box score line. Was he as good as his box score line?
I think he was, and he did a lot of things I expected him to do. And I expected him to rebound the basketball. He did just that. He got 15. His old season high was 14. And I thought his shots were not, if you remember the game in Atlanta, he was like, it was a lot of pressure on him, and he was trying very, very hard to do well. You didn't see that tonight. And he was very comfortable out there on the floor and really got it done. The problem you have with him and Al on the floor is that Paul stretches you out and he takes it away from the basket, and he'll put it on the floor and try to create. Derek can't do that. So, but with the lineup that they had, it's something that hasn't been successful, but they're going to have to live with it. I mean, you just have to nip it in the bud and try to win ball games.
Josh Smith has 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. How responsible was Derek for that?
A few times, yes.
Okay.
Very responsible because
I mean,
your scouting
fans are
report.
going to be killing Al
Right.
for Horford putting 34 on him, and
Yeah.
probably rightfully so. We got to address that as it's got to be fair.
But you just think about it. I mean, if you do a scouting report and he knows him. I mean, he's played against him in the summer. He knows that he wants to go to his left. He knows that he likes to play in transition, and so you kind of take those things away from him. So
He did get Cantor a few times. Every time Smith got matched up on Cantor, he went right at him in a tough matchup.
Well.
Let's go back to the third quarter where this game is lost. What went wrong offensively for the Jazz in the third quarter? What I saw, Ron, was, 5 to 7, 8 open shots that didn't go to open the night. I'll go back and look at the play-by-play of the third, but I think Al had a wheezy or two that usually goes. Marvin had a wide-open look. Foy had a wide-open look. They just didn't hit, and when they didn't hit, they then suddenly kind of crumpled on the defensive end.
And so what happens when you're not scoring like that? You're getting good looks, and you're giving up points on the other end, and you saw what happened in that third period, getting outscored, 26 to 18, and they trail by as many as 20, in that third period. So again, those good looks that they had. What did they have? 4 points with 5 minutes to go in the ball game or something like that. They ended up. No, 4 points with 7 minutes to go. And they ended up, scoring 18. So they did put some points on the board for a little bit, but I don't know. It's kind of frustrating now, David, to see that the opportunity that the Jazz have, the opportunity that they put themselves in because of the way they, struggle through the first 2 or 3 months of the season.
Houston and Golden State both lost tonight. Golden State was in New York. It was expected. Houston lost at home against Milwaukee. It was not expected, and the Jazz do not take advantage of it. Plus, add on to that, Al Jefferson seemed to sprain an ankle late in the game. We'll see whether he is available for Fridays. Paul Millsap was not moving well today when he came in the locker room. I'd almost be surprised if he goes Friday, but Paul has surprised us all numerous times in his career. Tough days right now for the Utah Jazz. We'll see how they fight through it with one at home on Friday and then a long 4-game road trip coming up and a road-heavy March. They better dig deep inside of them or else this thing can sneak away a little bit right now. Tough days. Jazz fall to the Hawks. On behalf of Ron, I'm David. Have a good night. Be safe.